Encountering disrespect is a prevalent hurdle in life that often brings frustration and distress. However, what if we could draw insights from the age-old philosophy of Stoicism? This philosophy offers valuable lessons on navigating challenging circumstances with wisdom and grace. In this video, we'll delve into 10 practical Stoic principles designed to enhance our ability to cope with disrespect. I encourage you to remain resilient and join me until the conclusion of the video. Let's commence. Maintain your composure. A fundamental tenet of Stoicism underscores that our inner turmoil is not triggered by external events, but rather by our perceptions of those events. Epictetus succinctly articulated this idea, stating that people are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. In the context of disrespect, it implies that the harm or offense lies not in the act itself, but in our interpretation and judgment of it. When confronted with disrespect, recognize that it is not inherently injurious or offensive. Rather, it is our subjective understanding and assessment that evoke feelings of hurt or anger. Remind yourself that the other person's behavior is a manifestation of their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, which are not reflective of your true value or worth. By internalizing this perspective, you can effectively preserve your calm and shield your emotional state from the impact of their disrespectful actions. Engage in self-reflection. Another vital facet of Stoicism involves the regular practice of introspection and self-examination. Stoics held the belief that the caliber of our thoughts directly influences the quality of our lives, emphasizing a continuous effort to enhance ourselves and our actions. As aptly expressed by Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In the face of disrespect, it becomes crucial to turn inward and pose questions to oneself. Consider whether there is any validity in the remarks or actions of the other person. Reflect on your own words or deeds that might have contributed to the situation. Deliberate on how you can respond in a manner consistent with your core values and virtues. This process of self-reflection serves as a Stoic approach to ensure that your reactions are grounded in rational judgment rather than impulsive responses. It provides a framework for understanding both the event and your role in it objectively. Embracing self-reflection enables you to derive lessons from the experience, fostering personal growth and wisdom in the process. Cultivate the art of pausing. Seneca once wisely remarked, "Whenever you are angry, be assured that it is not only a present evil but that you have increased a habit." Stoicism places a significant emphasis on self-control and rationality, contending that impulsive reactions, fueled by intense emotions, such as anger or frustration, often result in poor decisions and unnecessary suffering. When confronted with disrespect, the Stoic approach advocates steering clear of immediate, impulsive reactions. Instead, it suggests taking a moment to pause and gather your thoughts. This deliberate pause serves as a means to regain mastery over your emotions, providing the space to respond in a more measured and thoughtful manner. By resisting the urge to react immediately, you align your response with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach frequently leads to more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when faced with disrespect. Employing the strategy of pausing is a key Stoic tactic, enabling the maintenance of composure and the making of rational decisions in the face of disrespect. Ultimately, this contributes to more positive outcomes and facilitates personal growth. Cultivate empathy. Epictetus and other prominent Stoic philosophers advocate the maxim, "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." Stoicism underscores the interconnectedness of humanity, asserting that comprehending the motivations and emotions of others can lead to improved interactions and personal growth. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism recommends the practice of empathy. Endeavor to step into the other person's shoes and grasp their perspective. Empathy serves as a powerful tool, enabling you to perceive the situation from a different angle and recognize that the person's disrespect may not be personal or intentional. It could stem from their own insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Furthermore, empathy fosters a sense of compassion for the individual, reducing negative feelings toward them. By empathizing with someone who has shown disrespect, you can refrain from taking their words or actions personally and respond in a more respectful and dignified manner. This empathetic approach aligns with Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It empowers you to comprehend the other person's perspective, feelings, and motivations. Rather than succumbing to anger or defensiveness, responding with kindness and respect becomes possible. This strategy helps prevent the escalation of conflicts, allowing you to maintain your dignity. Additionally, practicing empathy enables you to navigate challenging situations, learn from them, and grow as an individual. I commend you for your resilience in reaching this point in the video. Let's continue this journey together until the end. Prioritize virtue. A central tenet of Stoicism revolves around the cultivation of virtues, such as wisdom and courage, as these qualities are seen as integral to leading a virtuous and upright life. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, asserted that virtue is nothing other than right reason, underscoring that being virtuous is synonymous with being rational and in harmony with the natural order of things. Stoics posit that virtue represents the highest good in life, considering everything else as indifferent. In the face of disrespect from others, Stoicism guides us to center our response on virtue. This doesn't imply ignoring or tolerating disrespect, but rather responding in a manner that aligns with our Stoic values and principles. By concentrating on virtue, we can sidestep the sway of our emotions, uphold our dignity and integrity, and foster personal growth. Stoicism challenges us to embody the best version of ourselves, even amid challenging circumstances, emphasizing the importance of adhering to virtuous principles in our actions and responses. Embrace acceptance. A pivotal lesson from Stoicism is the art of accepting things beyond our control, including the disrespectful actions of others. Epictetus wisely noted, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This underscores the Stoic principle of gratitude for what we possess and encourages us not to dwell on what we lack. Stoicism introduces the concept of the dichotomy of control, urging us to discern between what we can and cannot control. We have agency over our thoughts, feelings, and actions, but external events and the conduct of others lie outside our control. When confronted with disrespect, the Stoic approach advocates preserving our inner peace by not letting it disturb us. Instead, we are encouraged to acknowledge it as an inevitable aspect of life and concentrate on what we can do to enhance ourselves and our circumstances. By accepting disrespect with Stoic principles, we sidestep unnecessary anger, frustration, and resentment. This approach also facilitates learning from the experience and personal growth. Dealing with disrespect in a rational and calm manner becomes possible, fostering a constructive and measured response to life's challenges. Utilize humor. In the words of the ancient philosopher Seneca, "You have mastered yourself when you know how to deal with what you should not take seriously." Stoicism, while emphasizing emotional control and rational action, also acknowledges the therapeutic value of humor in navigating challenging situations. Humor serves as a tool to maintain emotional equilibrium and prevent excessive anger or annoyance when faced with disrespect. Rather than allowing emotions to overpower us, Stoicism suggests choosing a response infused with humor, a witty remark, or a playful joke. It's important, however, to exercise discretion and ensure that humor is used appropriately and in moderation. When employed judiciously, humor becomes a valuable Stoic technique for addressing disrespect in a manner that fosters a more positive and peaceful resolution. By injecting levity into challenging situations, we not only navigate them with grace but also contribute to a more constructive outcome. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism is not synonymous with passivity. Rather, it advocates resilience, an unyielding stance in the face of disrespect and injustice. Picture a rock, firm, unwavering, aware of its intrinsic value and demanding respect from its surroundings. Like this rock, Stoicism encourages individuals to assert themselves, to control what is within their power and release what is not. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism guides us to avoid being a passive recipient. Instead, we can respond with a calm and assertive demeanor. Clearly articulate what went wrong and communicate your expectations for respectful treatment. Set explicit and reasonable boundaries that safeguard your dignity and self-respect. This is the essence of Stoic strength. It instills the virtues of justice and courage. Stoicism teaches us not only to respect ourselves, but also to uphold the dignity of others. It imparts the wisdom to maintain inner control and external dignity in any given situation. Choose forgiveness. When faced with disrespect, consider the wisdom offered by the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoics believe that forgiveness is not a favor bestowed upon the other person, but a gift you give to yourself. Forgiveness, according to Stoicism, is the key to inner peace and happiness. It's not an easy path, and it doesn't imply forgetting or condoning the actions that transpired. Instead, it involves choosing to release the negative emotions that harm you more than anyone else. Stoics emphasize that forgiveness should not be indiscriminate, but rather a wise, compassionate, and just act. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. While we can't control others' behavior, we can control our responses. We have the power to choose forgiveness, liberating ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. This choice allows us to move forward with a sense of inner peace and tranquility. In Stoicism, forgiveness is not seen as weakness but as strength, not as surrender but as victory, and not as sacrifice but as a reward. It is the ultimate act of self-care and a pathway to personal growth. Change your perspective. Cultivating perspective involves seeing things from a broader and more objective viewpoint, allowing you to avoid overreacting or taking things personally, especially when confronted with disrespect. In the words of the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Applying perspective helps you recognize that instances of disrespect are often minor and temporary, having no substantial impact on your true worth or happiness. By adopting a broader view, you may understand that disrespect often stems from the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or weakness, rather than reflecting on your character. In response, you have the choice to overlook it, forgive it, or derive valuable lessons from it, rather than letting it disturb your peace of mind. Moreover, perspective directs your focus toward what truly matters in life, your goals, values, and virtues. By channeling your energy and time into pursuits that align with what is good and meaningful for you, rather than dwelling on resentment or seeking revenge, you pave the way for a more fulfilling and peaceful existence. In times of disrespect, remember to employ perspective. It acts as a guiding force to maintain your composure and make wise decisions. Always keep in mind that Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but skillfully managing them for a more balanced and composed life. By incorporating these 10 principles, you can maintain composure and strength when confronted with disrespect and rude behavior. If you found these insights valuable, give us a thumbs up to help us reach more individuals seeking ancient wisdom. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell for additional lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. To explore more Stoic wisdom, select one of the videos appearing on your screen now. Stay Stoic.